So like you mentioned, our most recent and probably most notable project is Proud Mary in Rosebank, which I think is very worth mentioning because Rosebank is an incredible, just as Sandton, it's also a hub, and what we wanted to create there was also a very democratic, very approachable space. So I was very pleased when I was approached by the developers for this project, because I think we can do some of that in Sandton as well, and some other guys have mentioned that just now, but I think Sandton needs that 24-hour city that's more lively, more approachable, more accessible type of environment. So when I was approached for this, I was really quite excited, and obviously still am. I think it's an amazing opportunity to create a beautiful interior, and a place for gathering, really, a place where people can feel at home, but also invite their people over and enjoy together and immerse themselves. And I think what really stood out for me on the development was the location being on the park. I mean, it's not often in the heart of Sandton or in any built-up CBD or central urban area. We have the luxury of this beautiful park on your doorstep. And I think it was just an amazing. When I was approached by the developers with this project, I thought it was like so out of this world, really, that we could have this beautiful architectural statement and beautifully designed units, and then this beautiful park on the doorstep and available to everyone and accessible to the residents. And so that was a big inspirational factor for the interior design. So we really wanted to bring in that botanical feel and the garden feel into the interiors as well. That's why in the interior behind me that's showcased, you'll see there's a lot of greenery in there, and we also used the green as a feature color in the upholstery. And then there was the beautifully created CI, corporate identity, for the building itself, which has this it's like a very timeless pink, if I may say, that is a feature color for the brand. And so we've also added that in certain elements on the upholstery and here and there as a feature. And overall, I've just been so taken with the whole concept of especially now it's been mentioned just recently, for it really being a gathering place for residents and their guests and bringing people together. And for me personally, creating should we say public spaces have been I've devoted the last 15 years of my life to creating sort of public and accessible and approachable gathering spaces, most notably Proud Mary as an example. I love designing restaurants, but this cafe and waiting area downstairs and the co-working space and then the rooftop restaurant, cafe and garden spaces, just really for me like the next level. I can't stop gushing about it, really. It's an amazing opportunity for any resident or the guest of any resident even, just to join in on the amazing accessible and social space that's been given within this development, which is so rare, really. I mean, most developments, I think, see this as an afterthought, and I think it's been an amazing idea of the developers to bring in someone who is passionate about this, like myself, to create these spaces that are so social and communal. And that's really, I'm so drawn to this project. I think it would be a great asset to anyone.
So what's that one space that excites you the most?
Who doesn't get excited by a rooftop with a pool? So I really love the rooftop space with the pool and all that. I think it's an incredible, and what we're trying to do there with the restaurant offering, and that's on the roof, I think it's very bold and very exciting and almost a destination of sorts. And I think any resident and their guests would love that. I mean, just standing on the rooftop by that glass balustrade with the bar the bar opens on two sides, like fully stackable doors, and then even if you're standing at the door just looking out over the sand and skylights, or maybe having yourself a lounge spot there by the balustrade next to the pool, I think that's going to be such an experience. So definitely the rooftop for me stands out. But the lobby and the cafe and that co-working and just very open social lounge space, I think all of that is so amazing. Like I said, it's very rare for development to even take to put in the time and pay this amount of detail to these spaces. It's very often an afterthought. So I think even the whole journey really from entering the lobby, looking out through the lobby and then over the park and then going upstairs, having that beautiful skyline view and also looking down on the park. I think the whole experience really is probably, as a whole, it stands out. But if I had to choose, the rooftop, of course.